African youth inventions.
Good day. Welcome to AYI Training Center. I'm Emery Lukombo. I'll be discussing about how to design a Chinisichi animations. So watch this video from start to the end and you understand how to use emoji and then create the animation movement using a PowerPoint desktop, or you can go to start and look for your PowerPoint and then open a PowerPoint. To open a blank document, delete all this text layout. All these design that you can see, most of them are coming from emoji, so you need to insert emoji. So I'm gonna go to insert and you go to what you call add in. I do have emoji, but now in the case that you don't have, you go to what you call add in. When you go to get add in, so what you do, you go online. You must make sure your computer have internet connection. So then you tap emoji. Here there is emoji and you click add in. In a couple of minutes then it's gonna come back. As you can see here, there's I got emoji. Now the first thing I did now here, I went online to get this image. I went and tap horizontally. Good. You need to make sure some of these images are not free, some are free, so you need to make sure you get free, like this one, but I use this one. So you look for the free one. It say the whole stock photo picture royalty free image. Copy it here, image, and I'm gonna go back to my PowerPoint and I'm gonna go to home and then paste it, resize it. I just tap free city river. Most of the time if they're used online, you must make sure you use the free images. So I'm gonna go to my PowerPoint and then paste it. So I'm gonna resize it, but I don't want to view the town. I just need the water to view the water. So I'm gonna send this image backward. I'm gonna go to format and then send backward, send backward, because I don't want to view the city. I just need the water. So I'm gonna resize it. The best way to do this one, I'm gonna go to view, to slide master, but you need to copy this image, copy and copy those two images. I'm gonna go to slide master. From slide master, I will delete this text layout and then paste those two images, the one I copy. So now I'm gonna pack it nicely here, because from here it's not gonna move. I'm not gonna have that movement. I don't want this image to move. I'm also gonna insert a shape, and then this shape area we're gonna change it. You go to shape fill and then we put texture. I use this wood as well. I'm gonna go to 3D. I think this is better. So then I'll make it resize it. Okay, so when I finish, I close the slide master, and this is what I have. This is the face part to create your background. The benefit of using the slide master, you cannot move, it's come fixed, so don't want that thing. I can also put the house on the slide master so that you can. So I'm gonna go back to slide master, because now I'm gonna insert the houses, view, and then so from the slide master, now I'm gonna go to insert, then I'm gonna display emoji. When you go to emoji, I'm gonna go to here which says traveling. So I'm gonna look for the face house you need it. We use this one. So you need it here, and then you pack it, make it, resize it. Then we're gonna have something like this. That's the face house. You pack it here. Let me make it closer here. And the second house, so you insert the shot, make it smaller. The more you make smaller, to look like it's a little bit far. That's the shop. Then we have, let's say, for Christians, like we are in the Easter period, so we insert the church. Somewhere here there's a church. Like I can insert something like this. So we can put this. So the more you make it smaller, the more it look like it's far from where you are. And I also insert this. So let's say this is like a turfer. So I'll put it somewhere here. So we insert the buildings, office buildings, make it smaller. Let's make this building as far. I put it somewhere here. And then we can also insert, I also inserted this building. We can swap it. So if I move other side, let's look different. And the same time for like in the case for mosques, maybe for people like for Muslim, so we can also insert a mosque somewhere here. Set the mosque, maybe it's somewhere here after this tree. Yeah, so this is can be a city, so you can do a lot of things, all this. And we insert also another house close. Then here I set a bike. Okay, let's say this bike for this guy, it's the owner of this bike, so we leave it there. So then let's insert a car for police, maybe parking somewhere. So I'm gonna insert a police car which is on standby. Minimize it. Now this police is on standby, just watching the movement car, and then also can be on standby. Put it somewhere here. That's it. So you can design thing out here. But unfortunately, the one in front, I'm not gonna use I'm not gonna do it inside Slide Master, because everything I put on Slide Master will not move, and there will be a car driving, people working. So I don't want to put this thing on Slide Master because we blocked. So I'm gonna go out of Slide Master, and then I close the Slide Master. You can see my Slide Master, how it look. All this thing not move, it's fixed. Now I'm gonna do the one, I'm gonna do the part that need to be moved. So I'm gonna insert the bike. So this man is like I keep on driving, and I make like 3 bike like this driving. So I'm gonna put it here on the road. I'm gonna minimize the size. Then I'm gonna drag opposite, because driving from one side to the side, and I'll put him outside. So then I'm gonna go to animations. So the first animation we're gonna choose is emotions. I choose a motion line. Then I'm gonna take the red and then pull outside. Then I'm gonna go to animation pan, and then I will make with preview, start with preview, and then I'll play to see if the bike is back. Now I can see it's very fast. I increase the duration. There's a tool where you can increase from here, or you can do it from this side. So I'm gonna play it. I don't want to be too fast. Okay, that is too slow. I'll stop. So I'll make about 5 seconds. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna close. So now I'm just duplicate this. So the next part, just copy this again. Just go to home, copy, and then paste. So now I have 2. The nice thing that when you apply animation, it's gonna also be inside. But now what I'll do now here, I'm gonna go to animations, and you can see if I play, both will come, but the other one will be at the back side. Select. But I want the other one to be more fast. The one coming from the back is this one. So I'm gonna make more. I'm gonna make about, so he must pass other one. It must be more faster than the previous one. Like taxi drivers. So I'm gonna play. You're gonna see now here. So now if I click the first one, I play both, you see it will pass the other one. They pass the other one. Okay. The only thing now here we're gonna see is this: when you click is red, you must make sure the head is outside. Then when I go to animation palm and I play, now the next step, we're gonna go back again to insert. Now we're gonna insert this area now here. We're gonna go to emoji. We go back to the same place where we're gonna go to this. We're gonna insert now the boat. So we can choose this boat. So this boat will drive. I'm gonna so we don't want this water area. So when you insert, this is like an image, you go to format and then you go to remove. So we don't want the water area. So this part we want this, we say we want this area, 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 we want this area. So I want to view this area. Okay, and this dot will come out, and yeah, so please, okay, now I can say keep the change. This area will move out, so I say keep the change. Then we have now here, so minimize the boat, and this boat will drive passing over. So we make it size like this. So I'm gonna zoom out and make him outside. From outside, we're gonna also go to animations, and we'll apply the motion, the same motions. So we do the motions, then we pass it over. Then we can check the duration. We can go to animation pan to see how it's gonna pass. So we're gonna say start with preview, start with preview, and we'll make it more time compared to the back. So this is what will happening. The boat will start passing like that. So that's the boat side. So the next step now, we're gonna put a bridge now here. So the bridge, I did use this. So we do the same thing as we did for the preview image, and we go to remove area. Okay, I want to keep this line, and then I'll say keep the change, the other areas out. So go to home, copy and paste. So we have another one because I wanted to have two, a bank, and we insert the office, one of the office closer to here, office. We insert the hospital, well, the school. And when you insert this, and then you park it nicely in front, as you can see now here. So the airplane, I'll choose this one, so I'll leave it there. Insert helicopter, and this one here. So minimize your helicopter. It's coming from this page there, so it's pick up, and then the airplane will pass on the skies. So we're gonna drag it passing this side. So we're gonna make it from passing from here. We go to animations, and we use the same motions and lines. He's gonna pass over the sky. So let's test it. We're gonna go to animation pan, and we put with preview, start with preview, and we're gonna make it more delayed. It must pass slow than all others animations. Even the boat, this was a boat, we can add the durations. Now I'm gonna play. There is a aeroplane is passing, and then the boat also is passing. Okay, it's not touching a building. That's perfect. So now you're gonna go back So set helicopter. Now on helicopter, we're gonna use the arc motions or the turn, but the arc will be better. So put the arc. We're gonna drag it up like this, make it a little bit like this, and we're gonna say the red will come stop from here. Turn a little bit, come down, and go a little bit. Yeah, well. So now that's gonna be our arc. So now we go to animation point to see how long must that thing happening. We say also start with preview. Can also not take your time, do not rush. And then now let's play everything. You can see helicopter go, but now we want to also put the helicopter to come back, because and then it must come to this side. So we're gonna move the helicopter from here to here. So the first thing we do, we're gonna go to add emotions. Go to add emotions, and then we use maybe 10. I think 10 will be much easy. So now we're gonna say also start with preview. But now we're gonna delay it. Just hold and move it from here, leave a gap, so when it top here, it's in the first stop, and then let us now come back. Now you're gonna go move our mark. So where is our green? So for the new one, the red is this one, so the red must come here. So because it's gonna be here, so we're gonna swap it. This is the red, it's gonna come here, and the green is gonna be here. Give him the durations. So when the helicopter arrives here, it's gonna stop, and then after a few seconds it will start, and then come drop to school. So let's do it. I'm gonna start from the beginning and I play everything. This is what's happening. So the car is driving, and then the boat also is driving, and the water helicopter stop. And then after delay, then it start again to go to school. That's perfect. You can insert people like a children playing, so I can come here by emoji, but now you're gonna stay on the face and the smiling peoples. So I'm gonna minimize the size. I'm gonna put maybe children playing at school here. It's up to you. You can make more of them. Let me put these guys here. Okay, the helicopter will come here. Let me make it like they're standing here inside the bank. At this stage now here, I'm going to include a car with the tires that must turn. If you look at this bike when it's driving, the tire is not turning because it's fixed with a bike. So I'm not going to use the emoji cars. I'm going to go online to get a cars. As you can see in my cars, I do have a car, include a tire. So open your web browser, Google search engines, just tap Pixabay. It's a website where you can get free images. And then tap a car. You can use in car. I use this car. So select this car. This is what I use. And then when you come here and then go to free download, and then download, just download the PNG. So that's the first thing after you finish download. So I use a corridor to cut the tires, but it's up to you. You can use any graphic design programs. It can be a corridor or Photoshop or any program to remove the tires. Take my image and then take my image to corridor. The car come to, so I'm gonna remove this. I use the pick tool. I remove the other area that I don't want. The first thing what I did is to remove the tires on and then save this as a PNG. So on the second page here, it was just to take a tire, The shape tool, and I just want a tire. Remove the area and remain with it only with a tire. So what I did then, I save it as you go as a PNG. Please, you can watch the next video or online other video where you can download a vector image on Pixabay and convert it to WMF program, which will allow you to use that image in PowerPoint and remove the other area. I'm going to insert this, bring this in PowerPoint. I'll paste it and minimize it to the size that you want. And then the second thing, I'll insert the tire in PowerPoint as well, and also minimize to the size that you want. Size it, as you can see here, I resize it and also resize the tire. You can zoom so that you can view everything you do. Zoom in and park the tire properly inside and duplicate the tire. Just go to home and copy and then paste. You will have the back tire. So you just want to have the view of the design. The first tire, press Ctrl on your key button, the second, and then the car, and then go to animations. So when you go to animation, you use this the line. Now zoom in so you can see what you do. Now this is where the trick. Hold the first one and drag the car and parking somewhere here outside here. Let me put it a little bit here so at least we can view. Zoom. When you park it, make sure you park it straight, and then take the other tire and come here, park nicely inside. If it's too small, zoom so you park it as you can see here. Yes, and then do the same thing for the other tire. Come here, you're gonna see all the three. So make the first one will start preview. All of them will be with preview. So now bring him back because you want to start in the beginning. Go to animation points. You can change the duration here. Make it like this and like this. Set your first tire and then go to add, and then you add a spin. And also when it says spin, say start with preview and to the second tire, and also go back to animation. You also add a spin. When you add both skin, also make sure you put with preview and make the same durations, which is everything with this. As I can see here, if you go check your options, one turn it's 360 for the tire. By putting 3600, we have applied 10 times, so which means on this duration is 24 seconds, so this tire will turn 10 times. So I say okay, now let's go test it. So I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna click from here. I'm not gonna apply everything, I'm just gonna see the cars, and I'm gonna zoom so we can see what the change it's gonna make. So we play only the car. So when the car comes, you can see the tires turning. It's because you apply 10 times. Car other tire, it's a little bit out. I must go fix that tire. I'm gonna stop. So it's the problem of other tire being out. It can be a distance. So the back one, so this one must move a little bit in front. As now if I play, you can see now here, this is how it's gonna look. So yeah, so you can take your time and then play, get things perfect, but this is just to demonstrate how you can start create make funny. Last part, it's we're gonna include a person that passing. Let me just go down. So we're gonna create someone moving. So the first thing I went to, so I use these two for this boy and this boy, and then resize it to, and then I'll apply fade in, and then I'm gonna add exit fade. Now I'm gonna go to this is number 1, number 2, and display animation pan. From animation pan, so we're gonna say these two must start with preview. The reason why I start with preview, so that we don't use a mouse, it must be automatic. Start with preview as well. The answer this one start with preview. But now we want this thing to start working when all these things are driving. When the car, so we're gonna bring him back here. Let me make this place big and here. But now what happened now here? So the first thing is gonna appear, then disappear. Then we'll do the same thing on the other one. We're gonna go put a fade in, and then we add a fade out with exit. So at the same time also we're gonna say start with preview, as this one also start with preview. The first one is the number 1, which is this, and then after he appear, and then he must disappear, and then after this one, then he must disappear. So there's an in out, in out, in out, in out. So you can just control. Mostly I use 0.25 duration of the effect, and then this we're gonna put a delay. So because if you put this after preview, but you put a delay which is 1.5 plus 25, so you're also gonna put 25, but we're gonna put 30 plus the 5 for delay, for waiting for that. Then he appear. So this one also we're gonna put 1.25 for the effect, for durations, but the delay it must be after this exit. So we put, no, that is too much, somewhere like this, and then we move this one back. So you can use even here, from here you can come back delay. So we can move a little bit, and then you put the 25. Now what you do, the remaining one, just copy this, highlight, and go to home, copy and paste. What it does, it come with the effect and put in front of this one, and then all you need to do, just go back to animation pan, click animations, and then you're gonna just put a delay. That's good, and click this one, and also put more delay to go. So this will help you to view. Animation pan will help you to view, but that's too much. I'm gonna minimize 20. So it's like 25.25 extra, 0.25 extra for everything. Now if you copy this one, now copy the other one, right click, okay, just go to home, and then copy, and then paste, and then put in front. And the same thing, you come here, you go to animations. From animation you leave this one, because all of them use point for durations, but just the delay, we want more delay to be after that. And then we go to the exit, and then after that, and copy the back one. So if you put there's a 2 position, one leg is up, one leg is down. So if you use this one and come use the other legs, you just do the same thing all over and over. You go to animations, and then you click the add in, then you apply the delay. As you keep on repeat the way explaining here, you'll end up have this. You must make sure you're in out, in out, in out, in out. So green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, and also they must give you a view, must look like this, because if this it's appear here, it's gonna mess up the movement. But to understand what I'm doing, I'm trying to create a movement of the person. So if I play from the first one here, let me just go back from number 1 here, click here, and I play from here. This is what happened. So appear like, look like someone is working. You want this person to work more fast. So what you do, you come here and then make increase the size of all the durations. So if the more duration I put, like if I put 5, it's not take long. But now everything must move. Now I have to select this one, and also select this one, and also move the delay a little bit. So that the more green I put, the more it's gonna be slow. It's gonna be a little bit slow, the movement. So it's gonna display that body and take a lot of times. But so far, to make the video short, I think from here I'm gonna just leave it that way, because the main purpose of this is to show you how can you create a town or a city with using a PowerPoint animations. But so far that's it's the end. I'm gonna play the whole setup, and this is the end of the design. So you can see which is how you can set everything: the airplane, the boat, the person is passing, the helicopter is moving. So that's the whole design, the main purpose of the whole design. So you can set anything by using emoji and animation and create an animation. Now if you want to create something like a movie, can also include the voice, like audios, everything which I'll discuss on the next videos, when on one of the other videos for animation, which is a part 2, which we can put the voice, people speaking, communications. So but you can export it. You can go to file and then export, and when you go to export it, you create a video, choose a video, and then choose create a videos. So now it's gonna ask you where you want to save it, and I say school mp4, and then I save it. Now you're gonna see here, it's busy exporting. It's gonna take a couple of minutes before it's finished. As you can see, we came to the end of the video. I can come here and then play this to become a video. So if let's say you are creating a series of movement, like a song, like a star, a song, you can use PowerPoint and then animate your peoples, whatever, and then you include your song, which is on the other video explain how you can involve voice, major, like speaking. You can use this art for many and continuing give people storying by using a PowerPoint. But there are more other programs which you can use for animation, but in the case you don't have a skill, you can still use PowerPoint. Thanks so much for watching this video. More videos are coming. It's on how to design a website, how to design professional graphic, how to design animations, how to design business administration, all those parts of administration, like a document, creating a Word document, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access. It's everything about IT. Please follow us tutorial, and then you see more of the tutorial comings. If you would like to attend our online courses, will be start soon. See you for next video.